The president's tax plan, don't forget about the hug. The president's tax plan, the president put forth the tax plan yesterday. Now, I know New Yorkers, and they're going to say, oh, here we go, partisan politics. Trump is a Republican, Cuomo's a Democrat, and if Trump did it, the governor's going to oppose it. I don't work that way. I work with Democrats. I work with Republicans. We have a Republican state Senate. We've gotten a lot of bills passed with the Republican Senate because I like to say Democrats, Republicans, we're New Yorkers first and we act as New Yorkers. And that's what we have done. So, on the president's tax plan, on the numbers, it is a tax increase for New Yorkers. How can you say that? The president says it's a tax cut. Yes, but within his plan, it does something called eliminating state and local deductibility of taxes. That sounds complicated and loses people, but it's very simple. Nassau, Suffolk, you pay a ton in property taxes. Highest tax in the state is the property tax. I call it the killer tax. It's driving people from this state. You currently pay your property taxes, and then you pay your state income tax, and then you deduct that from your federal income, and then you pay tax on your federal income. The president's bill says you can no longer deduct your property tax and your state income tax from your federal tax. That means you pay $10,000 in property taxes and state taxes. You can't deduct that from your federal income. So you pay $10,000 in property taxes, and then you get taxed again on that $10,000. It is a double taxation on the taxes you pay. It is literally taxing the taxes you pay. It is ludicrous. It would increase taxes for Long Islanders thousands of dollars because it would stop the deduction of property taxes and stop the deduction of state income taxes. So it would be a tax increase across the board. It hurts states that, frankly, are more Democratic states, and it helps Republican states. I understand they need to gain votes, and they buy votes in the Congress. But this comes right out of the cost of New Yorkers. And it is a tax increase plan, period. Nassau pays the highest property taxes in the United States. Right now, you can deduct them from your federal income taxes. You couldn't do that anymore. And it is a tax increase. It would be devastating. It would also make the state less competitive because since it increased taxes, you'd have more people and more businesses saying, you know what, maybe it's time I leave. It would be devastating. I'm saying to our congressional representatives, you do whatever you have to do to stop this. I don't care if you have to filibuster. I don't care if you have to lay across the Senate floor and force them to remove you bodily from the chamber. This cannot happen. It would be devastating to the people of the state of New York.